respond, you were going to get beat.
This is a nice throw by Jake Garcia. Put it right there.
Morris to make good decisions. Play action. Morris has 3 men going deep. He's chased, eludes a man. Has a man short, wants to go deep. Wide open. Unbelievable touchdown, Miami.
Safety 7-2. Later in the second, Kaya finds Stacy Coley over the middle. No one can catch him.
In his face and gets it out on time. Harley's able to keep his balance, and then it's just a foot race to the end zone. What a play.
Will throw. Looking for Knighton out of the backfield. He's got it, and he's gone.
All right, Canes family, welcome back to another film review. Appreciate y'all for even clicking this link or clicking anything to do with film. That's not a commit because I give it to you. It's been rough. It's been rough all year. It's been rough on me doing them. Let's just get straight into it and just hope and pray on these better days. So Mallory's going to motion all over here, which is going to be 2x2 sets of RPO. So they're going to pull him across, just a little speed out to the flat. Great job perimeter blocking here from Latson and Restrepo, which is actually going to spring this play. Congrats to Will Mallory. I know, he's been here a long time, but he's continued to work hard. He's the embodiment of a work hard senior, and nice to see him, have a good last game here. But great perimeter blocking. We went to the well too much times this game with this play, but at least, it worked twice. One this big play and another one where we scored a touchdown. We go empty set here. We bring Rooster in an orbit motion behind the quarterback. It's just going to be a quick swing out to him when you have your tight end and your 2 receivers out, and basically the lead blocks. Great job here by Restrepo getting that block in, which seals them. Knighton does the right thing, puts his shoulder down, runs through it. However, we got to continue to work on that ball security issue. Not 2 hands on the ball from the looks of it. Gets poked out. Khalil Brantley heads up play, who's able to jump on it. So it's nice to see, that contact, but you got to hold on to that football. Could have been another turnover. Heads up play here from Brantley. I love this play. Count it up, Canes family. So, we got trips to the field side. Mallory's our backside time. So let's count them up, right? So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they have all 10 in frame, right? So what that's telling you is there's really going to be no deep help. This is basically you're on your own. You're on an island. So this is a one-on-one matchup to the near side, and Tyler Van Dyke, who I applaud for, attempting to play this game, even though he wasn't fully healthy. There's a lot of players who looked at they didn't want to play this game, bro. So for somebody with one arm to want to play this game, I'm not going to knock them. It just sucks that, you can't really test that in practice if a guy's ready to go. Because, obviously he can throw. Because we're looking right now, he's going to throw it. But what can he do on contact? You're not having any contact with any quarterback during the season. So it just sucked that any contact was going to take him out of the game. But great job here from Mallory. He's going to attack the inside first. Try to give him some room because when he goes in that fade, he wants to have room for his quarterback. Great job here from the O-line. Look at this pocket. The reason why, the TVD is able to launch this is because he has a clear pocket. This is why. Drops a dime to the outside. Perfect. There's hand fighting on both sides. Mallory runs under it, tracks it. Yeah, he's fired up. Big time catch for the senior again on senior night. Love to see him. But look at this pocket here, right? There's a great double team here from Jakai and your freshman Inez Cooper. You got John Campbell 1v1. You got Lawrence Seymour 1v1. You got Scaife 1v1. This is a great pocket. This is winning football right here. Our quarterbacks can make plays if you give them this type of pocket. And then dart to the outside for Will Mallory, who brings it in. Big time play here for the senior tight end. Big time throw for TVD, who we've known all year. And even last year, he loves to throw those balls down the field. So it's nice to see him have the time to do so. This is gonna be tough. Pittsburgh's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the line of scrimmage. They're gonna blitz off the edge. TVD's been getting killed off the edge. There's trips here to the field side, but the tight end's tight here. So this guy's not gonna blitz from out here. He's gonna blitz right here. So what you're doing is he's trying to throw into the pressure, the hot read, right? So you have a freshman tight end who's going to go up this middle right now. He's trying to get it to him. Obviously, immediate pressure right in his face. Another person unblocked off the edge, which has been like the story of the offense all year. Maybe leave this tight end in and then try to throw maybe a fade ball to one of our, big receivers, either Latson or Colby Young. However, we're going to go this route, a little play action, let somebody go right into his face. And the craziest thing is where that pressure is coming from is where TVD's trying to go with the ball because that's the play. But Pitt, rightfully so, knows everybody and their mama is going to get home on an edge blitz. It was like, hey, let's take away that hot read by making the middle linebacker shoot over. So TVD doesn't see him, obviously, because he's about to be on his backside. But he's just trying to get this football to where it's supposed to be on a hot read. It just sucks. Again, Pittsburgh just out schemed us here. You would want to say, TVD, you want to just take this sack. But I can understand what happened here. But again, at the end of the day, you just can't have it, bro. You just can't have it. How much times are you just going to get your quarterback, hit like this off the edge and then, wonder why, they make maybe a second too fast of a read. And next thing you know, he's hurt and he can't get back into the game because it's just a free guy off the blitz, which is the reason why he was out in the first place. So here comes the pressure. It's coming from the edge. So TVD's trying to throw into it. It's just the right idea. It's just Pitt anticipating it because there's three eligible receivers here. So you're not going to shoot this way. It's going to be true one-on-one. And then you roll the coverage to the field side. So TVD doesn't even see this guy, coming over by the time he's getting freaking walloped. And then of course he lands on his shoulder, so he's out for the rest of the game. It's just tragic, man. It's just all year, no adjustment, bro. Just getting quarterbacks killed off the edge, man. This was, all night they were able to do. So we're playing cover one, so it's man across the board with one safety over the top. But look at all this space here, and play action was a big emphasis of Pitt's attack, and it worked because, look at our linebacker here, Caleb Johnson. He's going to respect this run, which is going to delay this drop into this zone. So TC, who has, basically, 7-8 yards of space in between him and his slant, which is really hard to cover. You don't have that inside help. So if Caleb Johnson, without that play action fake, he's here into his drop. Pitt masterfully was, moving our second level defenders. Big hit here from James coming off. But again, it's just Pitt was able to utilize that play action to, move our linebackers where they wanted to all night. Just who wants it more here on the goal line? We've been impressive, honestly, on the goal line all year. We just gave way here on third one. We're actually going to have a goal line stand coming up that I can't wait to talk about because I get to try to smile for a little bit. But here goes your simple counter play. Just pull, wide open, man. It's just, at some point at the goal line, they're going to give in. Mesidor gets, inside here from the tight end. You got the guy coming around who hits our DB cam. It's just right in there. So we'll get on to a better goal line stand momentarily. They're going to get our true freshman quarterback here, Jakari, on one. They're going to disguise this coverage. It's going to be, a 3 look where there's 2 high safeties. And they're going to drop this little, their second level defender is actually going to take this deep middle, deep third. So they're going to confuse Jakari here by having this defender be the one to drop down. He's going to go flats underneath. So Brashard Smith is rightfully so going to park it right here in this open space. Jakari Brown doesn't see that safety, pre-snap deep. So he's going to try to throw this ball down this seam. That's what he's looking at. That's the point of changing it post-snap. And he lets it go when Brashard Smith, rightfully so, kind of sat in that. And then this ball is just, it's an easy interception here. So we don't know. Obviously, it's a miscommunication here with your freshman quarterback thinking he has a shot here. But that's mostly from Pitt disguising this coverage. And, they just got to work that out, right? I think totally, in my opinion, I think Brashard Smith did the right thing. As soon as this safety moves, attack this vacated space, which is what he does by parking it down right here. But the ball is just, sailed over, miscommunication. They need to work that out in practice. Just got to work that out in practice. Pretty decent pocket, not really anything left, until late. But again, just a miscommunication and disguised coverage from, Pittsburgh Panthers defense that's number 2 in the nation. And they actually did some things schematic-wise that proved that as well as us just making mistakes. After carving through the defense that I conveniently went by, here we are on the goal line. And again, just the D-line continuing to show up in these type of situations. There have been multiple times where the D-line was just able to get this push. But this is just, this is smash mouth football. All 11 people are here in the box. Great job by the D-line cutting in. Here comes your linebacker, Caleb Johnson. You have Mesidor off the edge. Wesley Basaint's getting his head in there. Everybody's filling up these gaps. There was no room in there, man. Nigelique, Harvey, Mesidor, Moultrie, pretty much everybody, did their job on this play. They shot every gap they could shoot. And then here comes on 4th down. We're going to see a big-time play here. They're bringing the motion at this time. They decided to put a receiver out, try to spread us out a little bit. You're going to see Harvey here next to Mesidor, who are going to make this play, as the running back's coming through. Right there, slit the gap. Here's Harvey. He's going to slip this gap. There's zone blocking to the left, so here's the tight end. Here's the left right tackle and left guard. Everybody's moving in unison this way. So if you want to beat that, you got to slip through for some penetration. You see linebacker take that, and then Harvey's able to keep his feet and get underneath. Now he's waiting, and then yes, Mesidor is a monster, and he's coming off the edge. We've known that all year. He's just a monster, bro. He's a next level player. We're happy to have. We motion Kobe Young in. We like those condensed looks. And we got Skinner here in the backfield with Mallory. So it's a 2x2 set. Receiver, your tight end, receiver, your tight end, and you're running back in the split and the pistol. It's going to be another split zone here, but just a great job here from the offensive line. So you're going to see John Campbell take his D lineman on one-on-one. Here's Mallory sealing here. And then here's Ja'Kai Clark. Ja'Kai Clark sealing. Here's Lawrence Seymour. Here's Inez. Look at that gap here. This is Ja'Kai. This is Seymour. That's sealing a hole right there. So Parrish was able to burst through. Great job there from the O-line. Get us out of the, out of our own red zone. Hat on the hat. You'll see a little better right here. Seymour and Ja'Kai. Great seal block. Seal the way. Again, talked about it earlier. This Pittsburgh play action, moved our linebackers all day. They're trying to hit this dig on a safety and off man. It's going to look like this. And you got 2 linebackers. Look at them flow. They're both on the, the near side of the field, down the opposite side of this hash, which just gives that throwing lane open for that dig, which I do believe gets tipped here by Chance Williams because the ball ends up flicking behind him. Dude makes a behind-the-back catch, and then you just have to tackle better here. If you're James Williams here, you got to make this tackle. We knock Ivy over, and then next thing you know, Wesley's knocked over. We just 3 Canes go down, 1 Pittsburgh receiver still up on his feet. You just can't have it. Here comes the cutback, missed tackle from Caleb. But you just can't have this. The play action, moved our linebackers out the way, and that can happen. You have to respect the run, but you can't have 3 defenders, fall to the ground without a Pitt receiver falling to the ground. You just got to make these tackles. Man, it's just rough to watch. I can't even lie to you guys. If you guys are still with me, you guys are soldiers, man. Because it's gonna get maybe a little happier. At least we have some offensive plays to talk about coming in the second half. All right, so this looks like a max protect, right? It's 2x2. You have your receiver and your tight end, and your 2 receivers split out here, and it looks like a max protect. Like the running back's gonna stay in, the tight end's going here, but it's really just a tight end leak, right? They're trying to get Will Mallory leaked out, but again, we're just gonna leave somebody. We're only rushing 4. There's this inside-outside stunt here coming across. It's gonna pass right through our freshman right guard and right tackle senior. And while Mallory goes to slip out, it's just no chance for Jake. He's just going to get swallowed up. There's literally no chance for this play. Nobody's looking around. No one's looking. He's not looking. Trust me, the guy on the bottom isn't looking. I was there. So Jake is just sitting there waiting for these guys to clear out just for this route to Mallory. So when you have the offensive line, as banged up as can be, you have to maybe account for it a little better. And then obviously, John Campbell, who goes down here this play, sucks to see. Hopefully he's okay. I don't know the injury. I don't know anything like that. But hopefully he's all right. But, yeah, again, just gets rolled up on. Hopefully he's all right. But, again, right off the edge, simple inside-out stunt. And then a long developing play where nobody's even looking. There's no such thing as a hot read. I need this INT, dog. I need it. They're going to be trips over here. They're going to motion to a trip stack bunch tight. They're trying to hit this corner route here. So he's going to take this inside stem and then try to break out for that corner. Too high safety. Reek sees it, sinks underneath it. I need that, family. I need that, family. I really do. You read it, you baited it, wasn't your play. You saw it, you sunk underneath it. You're a great athlete, you're able to get there. I need that, maybe like that, you feel me? Instead, it might be a better catch, but ugh, that's tragic, man. I need that pick. It's senior night, so I'm gonna just use that excuse. But we all know this is like one of the only plays we call this tight end flat. Trips bunch here tight. We're gonna get these guys to block our receivers and then quick out to Mallory. It's a great successful play, honestly. To be honest with you, great blocking here from X all day, and then as he's fighting for extra yards, just gets plucked out for a turnover. This really sucked the life out because this quick turnover, man, it really sucked the life out of the stadium. Just fighting for yardage, it gets ripped out before the elbow touches. Just tough, man. This is the only blemish on Will Mallory's senior night. Had a great game, but again, just fighting so hard. Gotta have two hands on the football, family, or go down. Boop, that thing right out of that good rip. So right after that turnover, here it is. Of course, one safety high. That's the formation we like to play, especially down the goal line. We'll man up with you, and then one safety high. We're gonna be bringing Wesley out here off the edge. So we have Cam. He's sitting here at the second level. So here's Wesley out of the edge. He's gonna actually run out of the play by design, not by his own doing. He's just coming off the edge as a blitz. Ryan Ragone, if you can see, is telling James, to watch out for this. I believe he's telling him to watch out for this cutback lane, which he's going to see because mostly when they have that, that tight end wing, they're going to go ahead and push this line and then come back this way. Ryan Ragone actually does call it out. He feels this gap run responsibility. Here comes the cutback, and there's just nobody home here. DJ Ivy's in man coverage, so he's watching this receiver. By the time this guy's running past him, when he gets his head around, it's just too late. It's just too easy, man. Just way too easy. This is zone blocking right. Everybody's coming. Here comes the tight end around. Doesn't even have to block Wesley, because we just bring him on a blitz, and boom, cut back lane wide open. Just no run fits or discipline here in the red zone, which is just hard to see. Just a bunch of young old linemen in here. Let's be honest. We got we got Sagapal, who hasn't played much due to injuries. Oregon and here. You have Mike Laughlin, who really hasn't played much. You got a true freshman here in Inez Cooper. So we just got a young old line, and they're gonna have 6 here at the line of scrimmage. Like, of course, they're bringing someone off the edge. He's gonna get free. They're actually trying to trap block him with Inez Cooper. He's not able to get it there. Or Rooster does his job in pass protection to help him slide up. So that allows Jake Garcia with this little bump to step up into the pocket. Then we just have a young left tackle here in McLaughlin, who they do an inside out stunt, and then the powerful D tackle is just able to disengage him. He's not able to stand toe to toe with this D tackle. And then once he disengages him, Jake Garcia steps up. There's really nobody even, looking. This is a long development route right now. This is the sail route. You have Kobe Young not looking yet. So Jake really has nowhere to throw this football yet until this boom. A D lineman's right in his face. So again, young old line. We're just getting killed, man. It prevents the play caller, from doing a lot. It prevents, the receivers from getting the ball. It prevents the young quarterback from building confidence when they just step up into this type of heat, man. It's just inside-out stunt here. Comes around, edge blitz. Here comes a stunt. Eats him up, man. Gotta ice that, Jake. Just, from every, I don't even know how to say it, but just from every way I could express it, I would love to sincerely let Cam Kitchens know that I F with you the long way, family. On punt coverage, look at the effort here. Obviously, we know, Headley's going to boom one. Kind of outkicks the coverage. You got DP, who is sliding. Just gets a little chip here from this the second returner back. But here comes Cam. A missile down the field, bro. Missile down the field, beating a block. Textbook tackle. Head to the side. strikes through. This is just big time hit, bro, on special teams. I love Cam Kinchens. I think he represents everything Coach Mario wants. And he, when he said, I need more surround more him with more hymns, or players like him, you could feel that because this is what it is. We're down 21 shit right now, and he's down. He's down on special teams, giving 100%, knocking people out. You got to give that respect to Cam, bro. It's earned. It's not given. It's earned. This is going to be the Leonard Taylor interception, which is, basically was alley-oop to him by Akeem Mesidor, who's just been doing this off the edge for us all year. So we expect nothing less from Big 90. Trips here to the field side. They got a tight end back here. Quick little, they're in a pistol formation, not even a play action, just straight get to the drop back. And you could already see that elite speed from Mesidor. That elite bend, man, it is special. I would hopefully love to see him in that 90 next year. I honestly don't know if he's eligible. It says he's a sophomore, but with COVID, you could still be, he could be like a third-year sophomore and, and then clear it. But here's Leonard Taylor. He's going to be the beneficiary. He's going to be one-on-one with this right guard. Love his eyes here. He's disengaging. This is this right guard getting snatched. And then hands team, baby. Mesidor slaps that bit down. Leonard Taylor sees that ball quacking right in front of him, snatches it out with his hands. Then he tries to get upfield with it. So just a big-time play here from Akeem Mesidor, which we've been accustomed to all year. Slaps down that left tackle's hands. Just look at the technique, bro. This is Coach Jason Taylor, Coach Rod Wright, Coach Joe Salavea. They've definitely earned their money for the D-line coaching here. But just look at that. Literally swiped that man's hand down. As soon as he put it out, it was already swiped. And it goes right to LT for the INT. But that's just super impressive here from Mesidor, bro. He's just continuously, showing that he's probably the best player, probably our best player in the front seven. I would say defense, but I love Cam. Here comes the fake field goal. They're going to try to get, Chance out as a lead block. This is just, good coverage for our Pitt, not getting caught sleeping. But here to Lou, pitch it to Andy. And he was low-key slotting, that little stutter. And then popped through. He was so close to it, bro. So close to it. They just marked him just short. But I admire the attempt, and I can't lie, bro. Andy was sliding low-key. He was low-key sliding. Not sliding enough to get it, but, hey, kickers are athletes too, bro. This is just one of those, freak things that happen. This is trips, bunch tight. We're lucky you got the backside receiver. This is going to be an actual fumbled exchange from the quarterback in the center, which is going to cause both our linebackers to shoot because they're trying to get a potential turnover play. However, once they do that, Big Jackson, does succumb to a double team here from the center and the left guard. It's my first time really ever seeing him get moved like that. And then, with those linebackers shooting up, it just opened up that huge hole. Like, it was honestly one of the biggest holes we've allowed all year, and it's definitely we've definitely allowed some gaping ones, but you can't let a lane go down like this. It's just because, your linebacker stepped up, looking at this fumbled snap, they just shot, and then boom. That's just too easy, fam. It really is. We're going to be going too high, man under, so two safeties high, you got man underneath. This is actually a really great play call here from Pitt. They're going to fake this smash concept where they just basically get two, quick little ends, and then a corner here. They're going to fake that, and, he's going to give a rocker step. So at the top of your route, when you're planting for the post, obviously you're using your outside foot, so you can push inside. So what you do is you hit that inside foot to pretend like you're going for that corner, and then snap that bit back inside. So that's what's going to happen here. Cam's going to be seeing it the whole time, smash concept, and then that rocker step to the outside is going to give up that inside leverage so he could split the safeties there. So that's just a great play design and just a great route here from Wayne who balled. But you can see it here. He's leveled in. Here's the look of the smash concept. And then that one quick jab, that rocker step at the top of the route gets Cam to shoot outside, and then you give it that inside leverage, and James is, he's playing his own side, so you're able to split the safeties. When you're playing too high, weakness is always the middle. That's where you're trying to split them in. So that's just a great route there from him. We're going to get our own rocker step, on a post route coming up from Romello that we could talk about. But, Cam's one of the best safeties in the nation. It happens, bro. I ain't even mad. Looks like man here on the near side on this trips bunch with his own to the field side. as this crosser, the number 1 receiver, tries to get across. That little delay lets these rub routes go, so it's naturally made to get in front of DP, which happens. James comes off that running back and is able to break this ball up. Maybe just a quick second sooner, and this is a pick. He sees it. Got to trust his eyes, but again, good instincts, good play to break this up. Again, teams are bringing 6 more than we can get. They're going to bring their both linebackers, so DJ Skate can only block, one person. He's going to have a D tackle right over him. He has linebacker stunting. He has another edge going right off. So Garcia, it sucks to see our quarterbacks just get destroyed with blitzes off the edge, but this is just bringing more than you can block here. With the 5 empty set, they're blitzing into it, and then here you got Garcia just getting rid of this ball mad quick to Mallory on that quick scent. You just love to see it happen. So much space here. This guy's sleeping on his heels. Put that ball out there for Mallory. Just a great job here from the O-line. You'll see Scaife kick out. You'll see our right guard and center seal right here. So it's just a great job here from the O-line. Center's up. Here's right guard. And as Cooper up, here's Scaife. He's going to put butt to the hole. This is just wide open here. And you see that speed from Knighton. Zoom in. If this safety didn't get a little piece, this is a cover 3-ish look. This safety doesn't get a little piece of him. He's probably going to split this gap and then take it all the way to the house. You're starting to see that electric rooster that we've been seeing his whole career. Obviously, I've already told you guys, that ankle injury slowed him up. Now that his ankle is fine, his hand is fine, he's moving. He's moving. This is the longest run of his career, I believe, and the longest run of the season at 56 yards. But it's just that speed is different, man. We just need to continue to get these O linemen in here and continue to block this up beautifully. This is great football right here. Hat on the hat, seal. Look at this hole to run through, and then you just get one of them speed demons down the field. Some might call it malpractice at this point, Canes family, but here we are, 2x2 set and super tight. So all 11 defenders just have, any chance to come in free. You never know who's really coming. So we're trying to get our same play, the tight end flat, and we're gonna get some people free, fresh off the edge, which is all year. We have a running back who's actually doing a play fake, so it's not like he's going to be able to jump straight into this guy coming off the edge, which is exactly what happens. And then Jakari goes down, and looks like he's pretty banged up here. So I hate to see that. Honestly, just hate to see that, man. A freshman quarterback who's been giving his all, just getting torn up, man. Just but free blitzers coming off the edge, free guys. I mean, there's 3 or 4 people just wailing on him at the in the backfield. So we just have to do a better job than setting this up, man, because this is just trying to go to the well too much times. Pittsburgh is already knows this coming. You get your freshman quarterback killed here, man. Hopefully he's okay. Don't know, if they said anything about the injury. They'll probably say, something in the near future about it, but hopefully, he was screaming in pain. Hopefully it's just, was maybe one of those guys landing on him and there's nothing, really, really wrong. Just one of those painful type of ordeals. Just man across, and there's no communication. You're going to have this running back, you have this mesh coming across. Wesley is passing off. You have Caleb Johnson, who's on the running back in man. But when Wesley passes off, there's nobody on the outside. So nobody's home. You have DP, who's following his receiver. The safety got too deep. Well, not too deep, but he's getting deep. You see James here. He's walling off. So basically, DP's passing to James, and then DP's coming back over here. But there's just no time for him to come back on this crosser. This is just definitely a miscommunication, or else Wesley was just better off trying to run this. Even though it's an unfavorable matchup across the field, it doesn't get any easier than this. This was, of course, the end zone I sit in, so it was just rough to see, bro. It really was, man. It's not that hard. When we spread them out, man, it helps. Look at this. Where's the edge blitz coming from? When you spread them out this way, it's not coming, especially the way it was coming, all year when we do that condensed 2x2 set. So we spread the field, and just a simple levels concept. So what levels concept is basically you have a seam or slot fade, and then you just have a quick hitch on the outside. So this is just a quick hitch to Jacoby George, and just get the ball out in time, let a playmaker make plays. So it's all about making the first guy miss. You see, Jacoby's going to make this guy miss. He actually ends up making the second guy miss until he's out past the first down. But this is all we need. Get the playmakers in space. Let them make the play. Get the ball out quick. Spread them out. This is what, Canes fans have been, clamoring for all year. Y'all know me. I don't like to beat up on players. The tape is the tape. You can't beat up. But you got a young lineman out here, man, and going against Pitt and their D line, bro, that is not a great matchup, man. So please keep that in mind before I go over this play. But this is Michael McLaughlin. He's a young guy, still putting on that right weight. Came in as a tight end, moving into O lineman, and this is just a superior bull rush here from Pitt D lineman here, pushing them back into Garcia for this sack. Another room and another year in that weight room, man. I have high hopes for McLaughlin. They have high hopes for Matthew McCoy. Just got to keep getting some weight on them, getting some things, where to pick your quarterback up after. But, this is just, grown men strength. You could tell someone's been in the college weight room for, multiple years, grinding out upperclassmen, versus a lowerclassman. This is just usually how it goes in the trenches, man. It's either you get a insanely talented, high, prospect 5-star like a Francis Malgo, I should say. For instance, or Samson. Other than that, guys have to be in the weight room for a couple of years, or else, this is what's going to happen when you play a type of defensive line like Pitt. We're back at it again, another levels concept. Same thing, just 4 wide, spread them out. Seams, hitches on the outside. It's a very vanilla concept going against too high, basically turns into a cover 4 look. Right read from Garcia, just hit George real quick. But, when you spread them out like that, it just look where's that edge blitz that's killing you all year coming from? It's not coming when you spread them out like that. And if it does, it's going to take too long for them to get there. So again, just spread them out. This is a super vanilla concept. I mean, Little League players, Little League teams, offenses run this levels concept. So it's just super vanilla, just the advantage of just spreading them out. So here's our favorite play. The trips tight bunch here. You're able to block if the ball is completed behind the line of scrimmage like a screen. So great job here from Brashard Smith. Get on this DB, and great job here from Restrepo, continuously blocking. And then Mallory, who caught the ball clearly behind the line of scrimmage, so that blocking is legal. Just one cut, is able to go out on senior night with a touchdown. So kudos to him. But great job by Restrepo and Brashard making these blocks. Both of our slot receivers, putting in the work. High ball, great catch, cut back from Mallory. 2 hands on the football, takes a big hit, pays for it. But touchdown on senior night, even though we're down big. This just, it hurts at this time, Canes family. They're under center. It looks like it's a run this way all day. And you have your DN over the right guard. So you got a right tackle and 2 tight ends basically here. This is a receiver actually, but there's just nobody accounting for this gap. And so guess where they run right to? They get a tight end free on our safety, and then it's just off to the races. So it's just, I don't know if that was just how it's supposed to go. But, I mean, I don't know about just leaving, 2 gaps, unaccounted for, in the run game. I know you got a guy on the edge here. And Wesley Basanthi moved the linebacker to the edge, but in my opinion, it did not help at all. You have Ragone here who knows it's coming. He was calling things out all game. Knows it's coming, but has to, it's a split zone, so you never know what side they're going to take it. It was right through that side right there. That's definitely a hold as well on James and Ragone. But you have to play better than that, man. Here it's clearly holding Ragone as he can't get over. That's clear hold, family. But again, just another touchdown. James gets called for the face mask there, but man, this is nauseating, dog. It really is, fam. I love the Canes, dog, but I'm still in this stadium right now watching that. It was tough, man. 2x2 set here with X, Latin, Mallory, and Romello. This is going to be that post route. I told you earlier that, we're going to get our own highlight with the rocker step inside stem here from Romello. First, this man safety doesn't get the depth as he's stepping up on X. Great catch here from Romello. Got to keep your feet a little bit coming out of that break, but let's get to this replay. As you can see, this beautiful route from Brinson, and something to be excited about. A huge play here. Obviously, the pocket. Let's just shout out that. That's Sagapalu. That's Clark. That's our left tackle, McLaughlin, who's having some rough time. And that's DJ Scaife. That's a great pocket here for Jake Garcia. That's a long developing route. Here's that inside stem, and there's that rocker step. You want to take that one step to the corner, sell your eyes, and then look what it does to a DB. Makes him trip up and stumble. It's so clean it made Romello trip up and stumble. But Grant, rocker step at the top of the route. That's how you create that inside leverage for these post routes. And same for when it comes to the corner. Just great job from here from Romello. I would have loved to see this all year, but it is what it is. Design little flat play here, speed out to X, but this time they actually have a great block in this sign. Everybody's going this way with it. You're gonna have Rooster just come be that lead block as you move the pocket, so he's just sitting there if you need to, and then just a speed out here to Restrepo and man coverage. That's money all day. That's our receiver running Latson running the cornerback out. But it's just love to see this when you move the pocket. Have a plan for helping that quarterback. Make sure he has some protection. You have your running back out in front, and then it's a quick concept here. Touchdown, X. They motion the receiver in here tight. It's going to be 2x2. It's just going to be that play action, flat play, getting him across here. They play Wesley on the edge. So he takes not Wesley, my bad, Nigel on the edge. He takes the quarterback. Easy delivery right over the top, man. You got to make that tackle if you're TC, but this is easy money. Just motion him into the flat. Here's the play action. Once the DN pops up, easy money, take that. And then here's Caleb Johnson with a great play, just putting his helmet right on the football. Literally popped right up. And James Williams being able to come down with the football in his possession, inbound. So great job here from Caleb Johnson. This is literally helmet right on the football. It pops like right up. Literally helmet right on the football. That's textbook. And then James is able to jump up, corral it, get his feet down for a big turnover, even though I don't know if you can consider it a big turnover. We're getting blown out, but to me, it's nice to have something to talk about. That's positive. So this is Jacoby George's third catch, and it's going to be the third time we run this concept. Just levels, seams, hitches on the outside. It's pretty vanilla, but it works. When they're bailing off and they're up by this much, it's going to work. You could take that underneath stuff, but you just got to make people miss. Jacoby George continues to make people miss and make that opportunity. We just need to continue, to spread them out, man. Just spread them out. Where's that extra blitz coming from? It's not coming in this position, so it's how long it takes for him to get there. Just continue to maybe go down this philosophy with the spread out. That's Coach Mario still coaching hard. Love this play call here, man. This is 2x2. Again, spread them out. This safety does not have help on this near side of the field because he's actually going to be matched up with our tight end here, Brantley. So outside speed release from Michael Redding. And then he's going to stack them, young receivers, stack them. Once you get on top of your DB, stack them so they can't use that makeup speed. And then when it comes down to it, you will be in the best position to get this football, which is what happens here. Great job throwing with the anticipation from Jake because there's going to be a little bit of late pressure as our, again, young left tackle is having his hands full with this great defensive line from Pittsburgh. But stack them, get on top of them, so when it comes down to it, you're in the best position to lay out for that football or go up and high point it. This is probably the best play of Michael Redding's career here at Miami in my short memory. This is just the dime from Jake Garcia and a great route here from Redding. Get that speed release, stack them, get on top of them, stay on top of them, and then dive and finish this ball through the ground. We've been looking for these type of plays all year. This is just great way to hold on to it through the ground. Again, dime from Jake Garcia. Should have probably been a penalty. I'm just seeing that again in slow motion. It probably looked like it should have been one, but again, great diving catch here from Michael Redding for probably his best play for us. Just it worked and it hasn't worked. It worked, doesn't work, but we run the same play 1,000 times. Let's just quick flat it to Mallory. Maybe Pitt won't notice that it's the same play. It doesn't happen. Shocker. We're running the same play we scored a touchdown on versus Georgia Tech, the out and up with Mallory, and to get this guy inside, kind of get this out and up. But, Pittsburgh, the D-line stunt right here from the outside, from the D-ends, and to come right in. Young guy, so it gets right through. Right guard kind of loses his footing. seeing Nez Cooper loses his footing, so that opens up that hole inside of Texas, and it's just going to eat Jake Garcia up, man. We're trying to get that out and up, which is going to be covered by Pitt anyway because everybody sees it on tape. And then, boom, here comes Jake Garcia getting destroyed. Feel so bad for him, man. Just ice up, man. You did a good job. Everybody who kept playing hard, you did a good job. Just, your right guard loses his footing, and then, of course, somebody's going to come right in free. That's going to wrap up this film review. It's the last one of the year, unless out of nowhere we take a bowl game, which probably is not going to happen. But it was hard, Canes family. But if you made it this far, man, I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe the page, and just know the next couple film reviews you see are going to be some high top, class recruits. So it's going to make us at least feel a little bit better. All right, Canes family.